Well, the boy's kind of small.
George shrinks.
But it doesn't show at all.
George shrinks.
Because he's always acting tall.
George shrinks.
George shrinks, he's called. If a problem should be found,
George shrinks.
He's the boy to have around.
George shrinks.
Something big or something small.
George shrinks.
George shrinks, he's called. George always seems to find a way to make his dreams come true each day. His brother Junior does a call.
George shrinks.
Well, Daddy blows a bugle call.
George shrinks.
And Mama keeps an eye on.
George shrinks.
George shrinks. George shrinks. George shrinks. George shrinks. George shrinks.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. It's a beautiful sunny day. Where is everybody? They're all in the basement digging out their old junk. Why? Because the overpriced old stuff shows in town. Everybody's sure the useless stuff buried in their closet is actually worth a fortune. The whole town is going crazy over anything older than last week's laundry.
Wowza yowza. Giorgio, feast your peepers on this beautiful, whatever it is.
What did you find?
It's got to be one of a kind.
It's a one-of-a-kind, all right. Why would anybody make two?
What do you think it is, Mr. Shrinks?
Well, it's obviously, clearly, I haven't the foggiest. But I'll know once I get it cleaned up, and the experts at the overpriced old stuff show will tell me exactly what it's worth. You kids keep digging. You never know what treasures await. Come on, Junior. We got some cleaning to do.
I think Dad's got old stuff on the brain. Is any of this junk actually worth anything?
Hey, check this out.
Comics! Cool! They're great even when they're not worth anything.
Captain Swashbuckle's High Sea Adventures. Wow, it's from 1931.
That's super old.
It's so old, it's falling apart.
This isn't from the comic.
It looks like a map.
A treasure map?
Treasure? Let's see.
Arr, hands off or you'll be walking the plank, matey.
I wonder where it's from. From Fortress Rusty, spy ye the pavilion square. Hey, that looks like the thing out by your garden.
The fortress kind of looks like our house. Maybe our house is Fortress Rusty, and the treasure is
in our neighborhood. You think so?
There's only one way to find out. Buried treasure, here we come.
And people say I take forever to get ready.
'Cause it's true. I added a few custom touches. Do you have anything in your pockets?
Just my house key.
That'll do.
George, I need that.
Have no fear. Metal Detecto George is here. Ta-da!
Cool, but next time, how about you just explain how it works, okay?
No problem.
Where were we? Find Lost Lake. From the depths of the sea serpent's lair, paste the monster's teeth times 10.
A sea serpent's cave, huh? That should be easy to find. Just look for the long, scaly green thing with clawed flippers. It's finding Lost Lake I'm worried about.
Hold on a second. Look at this.
Becky, you're a genius.
Can I get that on tape?
A mouthpiece? Valve? That can only mean... Harold, won't you blow your horn?
Squeaky, Daddy.
All right, now we're ready to swing.
Yeah!
Look out!
Silly Daddy.
Well, I said swing, not spring.
Anything, George?
Nothing. Not a zilch, not even a flipper print.
You do know that there's no such thing as a real sea monster, don't you?
A guy can hope, can't he?
Maybe we're reading the map wrong.
Or maybe we're looking in the wrong place.
That's pretty hot stuff, Mrs. Shrinks.
Thank you, Becky.
Mom, is it all right if Becky and I go snorkeling in Lost Lake? I mean the pond?
Snorkeling? In our pond? Whatever for?
We're looking for the sea monster.
Sea monster?
Like it says on the treasure map. We'll be super careful.
Okay, as long as your dad keeps an eye on you.
Thanks, Mom! Now, this has to be one of the craziest things I've ever done. Sea monster hunting in my own backyard? I wish I'd thought of it years ago. Anything?
Not even a scale.
I'm gonna give the bottom one more look.
Okay, just watch out for that chomping turtle.
I'm not afraid of a silly old chomper.
Not when there's sea serpents around, anyway. What is it, George?
Some really scary teeth in the weeds. I thought it was a chomper snack for sure. Where's Goldie? Goldie doesn't see the chomper. One sea serpent, special delivery.
It's part of a statue or fountain or something.
I'll work on figuring that out as soon as I figure out what this old doohickey is.
Looks like Lost Lake has been found. Okay, paste the serpent's teeth times 10.
10 teeth?
Times 10 is 100 steps. Okay, 100 paces due west from the pond.
West is that way.
Westward ho! 98, 99, 100. Look thee for a burr.
For a what?
A B-R. Burr. Look thee for a burr.
What's a burr? Where's the rest?
There is no rest. We've only got part of the map. The rest is missing.
Let me guess. It's the part with the treasure on it.
Like they say, easy come, easy go. There you have it. Our treasure hunt was over before it had begun. All we ended up with was sore feet, a moldy sea monster, and half a treasure map. Why does it always look so easy in the pirate movies?
Of course I'm sure we went west. I double-checked the compass myself. Maybe you counted the paces wrong.
I can count just fine. Maybe you read the map upside down.
Did you find your sea monster?
Yes, but part of the treasure map is missing and we have no idea where to look next.
Treasure map?
Yeah, it's ancient. From 1931 at least.
Almost prehistoric. The Fortress Rusty. Sounds like maybe you should talk to Russell Copeland. He grew up in this house. Maybe he knows something about your buried treasure.
Great idea, Mrs. Shrinks.
Come on, Becky. This treasure isn't gonna find itself.
Will all be Lost Lake, Mount Everest.
You know it?
Know it. Georgie boy, I drew it. When I was your age, we buried treasure all over the neighborhood. This map shows where.
What kind of buried treasure?
It was actually kind of a time capsule. Stuff we thought was really valuable and would want to dig up later. Toys, baseball cards, Space Boy Bob.
Space Boy Bob? What are we waiting for? Let's dig them up.
All right. All we need's the other half of the map.
You don't have it?
No, but I've got the next best thing.
Who's that?
That, George, is Fast Eddie. When I was growing up, Edna Bellbottom was my best friend in the whole world.
So why'd you split the map?
Security. If someone found my half, they couldn't get the treasure without getting Edna's half, too.
You made that map a long time ago. You think she knows where her half is?
We'll find out soon enough.
Is it cookie buying time again already, dearie?
What's cooking, Fast Eddie?
Russell Copeland? Is that you? Oh, trusty Rusty. Oh, when did you go and get so darn old?
Edna, meet my friends, George and Becky.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hi. We were wondering if you could give us a hand.
If I still have it, it would be right here.
It's a Fort Knox of magazines.
Mountains of comics. I'm in heaven.
Well, these weren't so easy to get back in the Depression.
All the pop bottles we collected just to buy one issue of Ruby Rocket's Adventures.
We worked so hard getting them, I never got around to getting rid of them.
Lucky for us.
How are we going to find the map in all this?
We kept both halves of our maps in the same comic.
Captain Swashbuckle's High Sea Adventures, Volume 9, Issue 6, June 1931.
What are we waiting for?
Atomic Soapbox Racer.
Remember when we built our own atomic racer?
How could I forget? I was the one who pushed it uphill.
That's 'cause I was a fast driver. Boy, did it move!
Fast Eddie, as we used to call Edna, won a blue ribbon at the country fair.
Sounds like you had a lot of fun.
We sure did.
Avast ye! Comics ho! High Sea Adventures! Ahoy! 1931 off the port bow.
I got it!
The other half of the map.
Let's go!
As soon as I get my digging duds on, I wouldn't miss the treasure hunting party for the world.
I can't wait to see my old Space Boy Bob lunchbox again.
Your lunchbox? I don't think so. We buried my Ruby Rockets figurine in there. Now that's some real treasure.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Here we are. Where are we?
This is my backyard.
I don't remember a backyard being here.
It's not on the map either.
I think Becky's house must have come after the map, Rusty.
Look thee from Mount Everest. It shall point the way. Weren't we dramatic back then? Mount Everest was a big rock we used to climb. They must have moved the rock when they built the house.
That's all right. I clearly remember the rock pointed that way.
No, no, no. This way, I have a super sense of direction.
That's why you always got us super lost.
You never could admit when you were wrong. Just follow Trusty Rusty.
Come on, Russell. I'm the one with the photographic memory.
Photographic memory? That's it!
That's what?
Mr. Copeland, can I see that photograph of you and Edna as kids?
Sure.
Aha! Look!
What'd you find, Becky?
Mount Everest.
See? It points this way.
No, it clearly points that way.
Well, it seems to kind of point this way.
That way it is, then.
Treasure, here we come.
Did someone say treasure?
Here we are.
Where is here?
The old Rex farm.
The treasure's buried neath the snorting steeds of knights errant.
Snorting steeds. That's horses.
You bet. Old Man Rex kept dozens of horses. Russell was afraid of them, especially the old mare.
You were afraid of her, too.
We buried the treasure in the root cellar of the barn right over...
Where?
You wouldn't happen to have any old barn photos, would you?
Oh, my. Things do change a lot, don't they?
Don't worry. I'll remember. I buried it, after all.
You? I'm the one who dug the hole.
With my shovel.
Oh, I suppose you're gonna tell me the whole thing was your idea.
The whole thing was my idea.
Was not.
Was, too.
Russell Copeland, you were always stubborn as a mule.
I learned it from you. Come on, George. Becky, we'll find the treasure by ourselves.
Not if I find it first.
And that's why we don't see each other anymore. Don't worry. We don't need her half of the map. It'll all come back to me. Let me get my bearings. I'm positive the barn was over here. Or over there.
What happened to our treasure hunting team?
Without both halves of that map, the treasure might as well be buried on the moon.
Did you say treasure?
This just keeps getting better and better. So, Becky and I went from a whole map to no map in one quick step. And now that half the town's looking, we have 2 chances to find the treasure. Slim and none. Huh. Looks like we drew a crowd.
Where did Mrs. Bellbottom and Mr. Copeland wander off to?
He's over there.
That root cellar's gotta be here. Or maybe there.
She's over there.
Now, if the old oak tree was there, and the orchard was there, then the barn should be...
Was that 50 paces north and 100 paces west, or 50 paces west and 100 paces north? This is tougher than I remember.
I have no idea.
I think they need each other's map.
And each other. How come best friends fight like that?
18, 19, and 20. Maybe my paces were smaller back then, and my shoes were bigger.
Mrs. Bellbottom! Look, Mrs. Bellbottom, if you and Mr. Copeland don't work together, someone else is going to find your treasure.
I'm not losing my treasure to those whippersnappers. If Edna and I weren't so pig-headed, we would have found it by now.
For once, Russell Copeland, I believe you're right. We could both stand a slice of humble pie. It's just like when we were kids. We always argued, then we always headed off on our own.
And then we always made up, 'cause it was no fun playing alone.
So, is the treasure hunting team back together?
Back together.
Well, the barn would be right here.
If it were still standing.
There's no sign of a barn. How are we ever going to find the cellar?
We just need a change in perspective.
Harold, you're going to give yourself a headache trying to figure that thing out.
Well, it's obviously an intricate piece of machinery.
Take it to the overpriced old stuff show. They'll tell you what it is.
I hate asking some know-it-all antiqueologist what I've got staring me right in my mug. Well, but I guess I don't have much choice.
How's it going, George?
The view is amazing. Like I always say, if you want to get the big picture, you've got to go to the top. Hey, you all look my size.
Enjoy it while you can.
Barn ahoy! Woo-ha! Look out below! Now that's what I call a little barnstorming.
Did you find it?
Yep. We're standing on it.
That's the root cellar.
What's left of it?
We'll have to dig it out.
That'll take way too long with all those claim jumpers on the trail.
Small hole? Nobody else can fit? Sound like a job for anyone we know. I'll have the treasure out before you can say open sesame. Arr, there ain't a treasure on land or sea safe from Captain Shrinks. All right, metal detector, detect me some treasure. Whoa.
George, what's going on?
This place is batty. Literally. It's crawling with them.
That's creepy.
Ugh.
What?
Oh, mummified veggies. It's like the tomb of the undead carrots.
Now that is creepy.
Wait, I think I found it. All right!
He found it!
Hooray! Whoa!
Hey! They found something!
It must be over there.
Doesn't look like much. Earthquake!
Not an earthquake, George. The whole town is digging like crazy up here. You gotta get out of there.
Treasure chest coming right up. Whoa! Oh no! Whoa! Ah!
George, you alright? I've been squashed.
Oh, no!
And corn. Ugh. I'm getting out of here before I get pickled. Too late. I bet this'll slow you down. Gotcha! Yeehaw!
Amazing, George. Just amazing.
It was nothing.
There you are, Bob.
Whoa.
Cool.
Oh, my! Ruby rockets! Oh.
This stuff's gotta be worth a fortune now.
See ya, folks. We're going to the overpriced old stuff show.
The Ruby Rocket and Space Boy Bob figures alone are very collectible. The entire box is worth a tidy sum.
Aha! I knew someday our buried treasure would pay off.
I don't know, Russell. I'm not sure I want to sell her. We had a lot of good times together.
You haven't thought about that doll in 70 years.
Exactly. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
She'll just sit in your attic with all those old comics.
Which is fine by me.
You are so stubborn.
Am not.
R2.
Fascinating. I've never seen one of these before.
Well, what is it? And what's it worth?
It's worth absolutely nothing.
Oh, I knew it. What?
Well, what you have here, sir, is an oversized kazoo, which is stuck in a very old alarm clock that's missing a few springs, and which is tangled with a child's top.
Zoo?
Oh, honey, I'm sorry your doohickey's not worth anything.
Oh, I don't care what anyone thinks. This baby's priceless to me.
Becky? George?
Hi. So, are you gonna keep this stuff or sell it?
Neither.
We're giving it to you two.
What? Wow, thanks.
Really? Are you sure?
We saw how much fun you were having, just like we used to.
So as a thank you, we want you to have them.
Our friendship is worth way more than any old toys.
Have fun. Trusty Rusty and I are gonna go catch up on some old times.
Bye. We'll see you later.
Thanks a million.
Hey guys, ready to roll?
You bet. We got lots to do.
Really? Like what?
We're going to make our own time capsule, so when we're old friends,
We can dig it up and argue about... I mean, remember all the good times we had.
Well, sounds like a bang-up plan to me. Think there's room for a doohickey in there?
Sometimes the treasure you're looking for isn't the treasure you find. Sure, we got some neat old toys, but the best part was seeing Edna and Russell back together again. I guess maybe friends, like your favorite toys, just keep getting better the longer they're around.